Hey everybody, Movie Next Door here, and this will be the last haul you'll be seeing for a while because this is the last stuff I got. This is also from Diversified Sellers. Got most of these pretty cheap, which is nice. And yeah, gonna go ahead. Also, Diversified Sellers is linked in the description. And let's go. Iron Man. I remember not minding the first Iron Man. This is the first film in the MCU, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to collect them and see if I actually like them or something. Directed by Jon Favreau. I'm not the biggest fan of Jon Favreau as a person, so we'll see what I think of it when I watch it again. Faster. I think this is the best of Dwayne Johnson's action films, or best of Dwayne Johnson's films I have seen so far. I do also think that the Blu-ray case and DVD case are very funny because on the back they have a picture of Maggie Grace that is from the alternate ending, which I find very interesting. But great cast: Billy Bob Thornton, Oliver Jackson Cohen, Carla Gugino, Maggie Grace, Moon Bloodgood, Adewale Akinole Agbahe, and Tom Berenger's in a scene. But yeah, I remember really liking it. Thor. I remember thinking it was alright, again, like Iron Man. I will say I've been kind of burned out on superhero movies in general. Kenneth Branagh directing it really doesn't mean anything. He's a good director, but directing big budget stuff, you don't really see much of his style at all. It's just a name. So, Iron Man 2. I remember quite liking it. I know I'm not supposed to. I know I'm not supposed to. But I remember really liking it. I remember liking the AC/DC music that was used throughout it. I don't think they did the score. I think there was just a lot of AC/DC music, which I just remember really having a lot of fun with this one, more so than the first. And so many people say it's the worst, so. Toy Story 3, also trying to get some of the Disney movies, or as many of them as I can get. I remember liking the first two Toy Stories, so sometime. Captain America: The First Avenger. This was by far my favorite of the the Marvels, the MCU stuff. I remember this being my favorite. I had so much fun with it. I loved the World War II setting. I loved that it was more grounded in reality. My favorite comic book film of all time would be The Punisher 2004, but this is my favorite MCU film so far. Wanted to own this on Blu-ray. Great film, great performance, great direction by Clint Eastwood. He's definitely talented. I don't think anybody can say that Clint Eastwood isn't a talented actor, director, writer. But yeah, pretty effective film. Yeah, go watch this if you haven't. Training Day, Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. Heard great things about this. I know David Ayer wrote it. Anton Fuqua directed it. Apparently it's a lot of fun. Yeah. I just watched one of this director's movies. World War Z unrated cut. I've wanted to try watching this again ever since. There's a funny story about this movie. I'll go through it quick because I'm tired. This movie, the reason I've seen it is because me and my mom and my brother at one point we've recently sold the condo, but we'd go there, we'd rent a DVD from Redbox, and this is one of the movies we rented. We thought it was okay, World War, a apocalypse movie with Brad Pitt, and I was thinking in my head as a kid, like, does the Z mean zombies? Because we didn't really know what it was about. And then when we got got to the condo and put it in, she was like, "Oh God, the Z stands for zombies because the rating thing says PG-13 for intense, frightening zombie sequences, violence, and disturbing images." And she was like, "Oh shit." So maybe I'll give this another chance. I will. The unrated cut will probably be more entertaining because there will actually be blood. But yeah, Mark Forster is such an interesting director to pick for that. The other guys, heard great things about it. I know a lot of people think it's hilarious, curious. I guess Michael Keaton's the villain. That's fun. But yeah. Wanted to see it. Blindside. I've wanted to see this too. Sandra Bullock. I remembered her accent being a bit not great, but I guess I'll give this another chance. Tim McGraw and Kathy Bates are also in it, so that's cool. This is another one of those Redbox movies that we randomly watched. I remember not hating it. I know, Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn, you don't expect much, but I remembered not hating it. I thought it was goofy fun. That's what I remember. Wanted to have this on Blu-ray. I think, okay, these are my thoughts on this film. Will Smith, he's a shitty guy. It was shitty what he did to Chris Rock. Chris Rock did not fucking deserve what he said, what Will did to him, and I'm glad Will not be returning to the Oscars. Will Smith is not that great of an actor. He is decent in this film when he is acting against his dog. But once Alice Braga is acting up against him, which I don't even think Alice Braga is a fantastic actress. I think she's only decent too. It really shows how underdeveloped of an actor Will Smith is. And I feel like The Pursuit of Happiness, him winning Best Actor, was a fucking fluke. Because people just wanted to give him an award. But yeah. Also, I will be watching the alternate theatrical version because I think it works better. The alternate version is so much better. The alternate ending. Because the theatrical ending almost ruins the entire film. So. Day the Earth Stood Still with Keanu. Always been curious about this film, and funny thing about this, it doesn't just have this film. I'm guessing because the reviews for this were a bit iffy. It's a 3-disc special edition that is Blu-ray of the film and special features, digital copy, and Day the Earth Stood Still 51, the original. So I will be watching both of those whenever I get to this. But yeah, directed by Scott Derrickson, who did Doctor Strange, Hellraiser, Inferno. I think he did Sinister as well, which I hated Sinister, but I'm curious about this. Giving it a chance. Baby Driver. Ansel Elgort, Kevin Spacey, Lily James, Eiza Gonzalez, John Hamm, Jamie Foxx. Curious to watch this. I don't think I'll love it as much as other people do, because people love to be like, oh, best action movie ever, and it's like the most meh action movie ever. But yeah, I'll give it a chance. I don't hate Edgar Wright. I already own these on DVD, but I wanted them on Blu-ray. The DVDs have the special features, but I did want the Blu-ray. But But yeah, both of these films, never seen them, just really wanted HD. This is a random one. Narrated by John Krasinski. I was just curious to see what one of these looked like. It's only 79 minutes. Disney Nature, Born in China. Got it for $1. This one I remember really liking, but I don't remember much about it. Body Heat with William Hurt and Kathleen Turner. It's an erotic film directed by Lawrence Kasdan. I think he did Wyatt Earp. And the last one, this is a steelbook. I got this for like $5, which I'd say is pretty good. Even though it's not a full movie, it's like 50 minutes long. But yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time, where you get Yugi, Jaden, and Yusei from from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! GX and 5Ds. And yep, it's a steelbook. It's not a movie. It is 50 minutes long, but I wanted it because it looked pretty, and I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though the show is very inaccurate to the card game. So, there you go. That's it. Hope everybody liked that. If you have any thoughts on the movies, comment down below. I'd love to talk about them. And I guess I'll be finishing the last 3 Bond films soon and doing the giveaway, and movie review next door out.